I had visit with Wayana to go there, and the owner is agreed to join the program, and we'll follow up with the Mbak Fitri for the staff, and then for the Bris Hidden Village, Wooden Pori, and Padang View, we'll schedule it on the Saturday on for July, because on the day what's called on the from the Monday until Friday they are working, so don't have time until 7 p.m. So on the Saturday and Sunday, it's the best day for them to do the meeting. Okay, and then the next is from Andre. Please tell their update.
Yes, so thank you, Kak Tandy. So from the update from my side is only that I have make script that this is actually how to borrow a voice from our community. We start to use their voices to show the other community to say that we are now working with Bukit Vista about this kind of program. So the snippet is just to telling them how the flow to make a video about how testimonial story like that. So here's the breakdown. It's just the one is introduction, the name of the property, and also the unique side of the property, their location, what happened during the pandemic. And the second one is actually the CS implementation. Oh, sorry, the comment is, I think, is error. Wait, please wait. The CAC implementation, and then what they think about the CAC, how did they do, and then what's the benefit from them, and the last one is the message and impression to the other owner to join this program. We want to use this since I think we are kind of stuck with our invitation, and we have to kind of borrow their voices to us. I also make the snippet for this script as well. So actually, this is maybe for Kak Tandi and Om Rafiq, if you're still working from WhatsApp, I think you can use this from our property that already got CSC like Taman Kutuh and Despacito and many others. I think you can also send invitation if they're able to make a video or photo like that. As you see, I already put the attachment there. Attachment three photo that already taken in Despacito, and we will upload it and show it that we are now having this kind of initiative. We can have this program to make sure that our guest is safe and to make sure that every owner are able to actually to do this initiative as well. And as per discussion with Om Rafiq and Tendi, we already discussed that we got information that actually lots of owner are now not really working on that property. They have something else to do in the other side. I mean, like they have to set the other jobs, and they might be only able to meet us or maybe to see us on Saturday or maybe on Friday, maybe start from Friday. And after the working hour, it's basically after 6 p.m. And from that, I will try to deploy this program to all the owners, Ticket.com and also Red Doors did, I guess. Yeah, they did like that. They deployed this program to all the partners, and they asked which one of the partners that want to join this program, and they will have another step if they want to join this program. And I want them also to make registration, I guess. Simply maybe like if you want to join, please fill this link so I can track you. What date you want, what time you want, kind of like that. But I haven't think about it yet. And I will also give the example here. So maybe we want to give example in video, poster listing, and other benefits since we also post this on the Instagram, Facebook, and also on a listing. So I'm going to make an example of that in one PDF file, like so make it more simple and also readable for everyone, and also it packed in one only file so they can read everything in there. So makes it more clear, and also I think it's effective too. If they don't want to join, let's say you'll be left behind from the other owners that do this and also implement this, since we know that the future of hospital industry will be very concerned about the cleanliness standard. I think that's all the update from myself. I will also ask Gani to post it in everywhere. I mean, I don't really know where Gani want to post it. I think Instagram first. So that's all the update. Do you have any comments, or maybe back to the chair first?
Okay, thank you, Andre. Is there anyone who have any comment or discussion? Oh, sorry. This is from Om Rafiq. Tell the reason why the developer need to move. Yes. So maybe Andre can put like what is the the reason why they have to move, because like maybe the future guys more what's called focus on the cleanliness or something. We can just maybe add that. And then some what is the benefit, and then what is the effect from the owner that already got the CSC. For example, like they got more booking or something, maybe you can just put at that also. Okay, is there any comment for anyone? Okay, no. So I would like to next go ahead to the CMC.2 for the bigger training and feature. So for the region one, there's some property owner already respond about the training, because we deploy also to the all properties, and then some properties get back to us as well. Okay, so this is the first is Sankara, the Jepun and Lot 6, and in progress now is Villa Santi on the training progress, and then the property is done is Bingin Surflab and Tegas Asri. Also the gong also me and Om Rafiq already did the training as well on the last week, and then now she fully use the bigger, and then try to compare it the what's called the check-in with the form, and then with the digitized. So they will try the digitized, and then they will tell which one they will prefer, the form or digitized, based on the function. Okay, and the next is digitized check-in progress. Actually the Okay, Andre. So actually the update is same. So I still open from the 5 until 6. And then if there is any owner that want to ask about the trainer bigger training and then the digitize, I will be train them on the Google Meet from the 5 until 6. So I had put the link also on their WhatsApp group description. Okay, next to Om Rafiq for the CRM research. Could you give us the update, Om?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, so this one I already researched for 3 days and also get a demo from Zendesk as well, and also talking with PD for 3 days regarding this one. So PD advice is not use the software or CRM, so we can use the bigger instead of software, because product development will be add more feature, and the feature is CRM based on SAR and CRM based on partner. So the partner is only need to the characteristic of the partner and also the log activity. That is the VD mentioned, and then the SSR is regarding the case and delegation and what is the ticket flow. That is. So I will work with PD on this and already mention also the Trello attachment from PD as well. So I will keep update every day between me and PD. So from 2nd of July, I will work every at 4 p.m. with PD. And 4 p.m. is revenue 5 p.m. 5 p.m. on this one. So we will work together to make this one. So I will update it on 2nd of July, because tomorrow and the next days is I will taking day off. That's all the update.
Okay, Rafiq. So from the first idea that we use the CRM, then based on your discussion with VD, will improve our bigger to be as a CRM as well, and then you will develop what the data that we need on to put on the bigger for the CRM. So did you already got the reference for the bigger as a CRM? For example, like you use Salesforce for the reference, what they offer to us, and then maybe that feature we can add in the bigger, or you have any other CRM that you use?
Yes, so I get the demo from Zendesk. I think it's on Saturday. So they asking what kind of packet do you need? That is the first one. What kind of the CRM software did you need. So, and then I talked with PD because PD have a database for that, all the guest booking and everything. So this one will be going to product development, and it's not to use the software. That is the most important. So the CRM will be on bigger, and also only need because the friction is only the log activity, because we cannot track the log activity. That is the friction. So me and PD will figure out this one.
Okay, so thank you Om for the clarification, and then so we
If
will
if
use the
any
bigger.
if any comment or advice,
Mhm,
maybe you can
mhm.
put it here, and I will talk with PD about his. And also we always, because we need to what is called systematic thinking on this one. So, for example, regarding the customer, so the delegation and the ticketing flow is correct. Is the cases is correct, and also the partner. How is the log activity? How is the character of activity? For example, I give example. For example, I taking the off for 2 days, and we have a case for lot five, Bu Lily, for example. So the only need we know is first the characteristic of the owner, the second one the log activity, who's going conversation with this partner and what happened. So that is need to know, but that is more easy to delegate everyone to see the track. That is the flow.
Okay, okay Om. Thank you Om. We will wait for your update ya.
Yes.
Okay, thank you Om Rafiq. Next to the setting hospitality standard.
Okay, thank you. So I already contact Maharaja at 7 p.m. on Saturday. We have check in on them, and then he called me and he agree about this one. So I'm sorry I cannot reply your message. So I'm agree, and that is the update. And then also Dinar Hill, they have their own SOP, and but they will summary it. And then because this one is only monitoring based on online, so I will move to monitoring on site offline. So I will move this one to on site from 2nd of July. So the MPP will be all the Canggu partner. So I already mentioned that one on the Trello, and also need help Tendi to do it together. On 2nd of July we go to Canggu.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
we
all.
go. Yeah, so we go to Canggu and then we see what they do to for the hospitality standard or what is the technique that you the method that you want to use
Yeah.
for
So
monitoring.
honestly, it's very hard to measure, honestly, because first one, if we give the hospital the standard to the property or partners which already have the SOP, right? This is regarding only the suggestion to them. That is the first one. The second one, how I can measure this method is working or not based on the guest. What is the guest review? The guest review, bad review, the good review, and then the third one, I do inspection. I do inspection over
Mm,
there because they already get the material, right,
yeah. So yeah, so you
from
ask,
me.
so you want to talk
Did
to the
they
guest
do it or
or
not?
okay.
So
No?
we already have a like Despacito. We need we need to go there, and then Kemang Kuning, right? Kemang Kuning will taking care to Rian. But now the first MPP is Mi Villa because I never get the review from the guest. I already asking many times. He said, "Okay, wait moment. Okay, wait moment." But I'm not exactly. This is the hospitality standard that I give to Mi Villa is working or not, because guests didn't say this bad, this good. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe we can have some discussion ya Om to talk about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
method that how we gonna make sure that or monitor when we go on site. Okay, maybe
Okay, I will make it
short
now.
one ya. Thank you Om.
Short one. Okay.
Next ya to Rian. Let's go for the finance dashboard. The will show the update. Please provide a color identification key on your checklist on paper. This is comment from Jing, and then Rian said done. Maybe this is related on the paper, right? So let me see. The red, there is a red, yellow, and green. So the red, it's mean video sent without a video meeting. Maybe I will just share the screen so everyone can see. So this is the update from Rian. So they use the three color, 1, 2, 3. They use the 4 color here for the status of the invitation. So the red, that means video sent without a video meeting, and then the green is video sent with the video meeting, and then highlight in yellow, invitation sent, no response. And then in blue is scheduling for video meeting. Okay, so this is the update from the Rian. Is there any question from you guys? Yes, Jir?
Yeah, I guess the question would be, if we go back to that chart really quickly, Tendi.
Yeah.
What is our, remember, we don't control whether or not the owner responds, but how do we follow up if the owner has not responded?
Okay, so how to follow up the yellow one, right? Yeah, invitation send, not response. Okay. Mrs. Secretary, could you put on the comment how Rian want to figure out the property that have a highlight yellow?
Okay.
Okay. If Rian not respond tomorrow, maybe we can on the open discussion on the discussion management, yeah. Okay, I will share the Trello again. Okay, the next is learning community management from world class CM. I saw a member Jing and Rafik, and then the latest update from Rian is the meeting with Hatem Zidane is done, I believe, and then there's important that an advice from Jing about this too, what the Christina Hofas and then Erika Sanchez, and then there is also outreach from Amazon, and then Live outreach Delta, and then there I will see if there is any meeting that scheduling. Also, this is from the WeWork. There's a scheduling to with Erin Murphy, but there is no date yet. I think Rian still in contact with Erin, and then there's also scheduling with Ashley from Airbnb. So there is no dates yet. So I think Rian also will schedule it. Maybe Jing can have a look on Rian comment and then give the advice about these two what's called person, the Christina and Erika.
Sure. I'll go ahead and I think it's actually pretty interesting. Rihanna has actually developed some new pivots. So before we were just asking Rihanna to connect with community managers from Airbnb and Uber. He's now connecting with community managers from like professional sports teams, like the LA Dodgers and some other. I think that's really brilliant, actually. That's really, and the NFL, the National Football League. So I thought that was actually worthy of. I don't know that I think it's a core value recognition for Be the Hero. We told him to do just this, but now he's really thinking really beyond and really big to think of connecting with major league sports communities. So I think that's something I didn't think of yet, and I think it's actually pretty cool that we're looking to network with people in different industries and really get that full picture of what community management could be. So no, that's cool. And for any, I think if we have a few discussions later this week, professional networking opportunities. I'll invite everybody into it who is part of community. Unfortunately, they're all pretty early or late. It's 7 a.m. or 8 p.m. So those are sort of like the slots that we have at the moment. Okay,
Okay,
back to the
thank you,
script.
sir.
Yeah.
I think I agree with Jing as well. What Rian did. So maybe we can like zoom out and see let's if there's other opportunity that we can reach like maybe like from there is community manager like from the community like a football or something maybe because they have like a more personal like a more touch with the people, right, rather than the online. For example, like maybe Uber, they have online more in the online, and then how it's going on the offline, like in the community in the football or something. So we can compare it and then text the good one from them. Okay, thank you, Jing, as well. So I think that's pretty much it for the initiative. I will like to yes, Om Rafiq.
Hello, Danny.
Yes.
Yeah, regarding the learning community management from what class, I get I will give advice maybe because this is only for the foreign
Yeah.
person, right? So maybe better if we have one or two speakers from local. So for example, that is my advice. For example, to compare the culture. So what is because we only see the from the foreign side like the US, the another place. What is okay is good for snoring, sharing knowledge, but we need to also know the from the local person, like the maybe you I can comment it. Maybe some of minister or something on webinar. Maybe that's one. So is no, but our what is called uh, update of Indonesia exactly or Bali more details. Yes,
Okay,
Jing.
next year, Jing.
All right. Oh, this is to Rafik, Mr. Chair. Rafik, great idea.
Yeah.
Pop a card and delegate it to Rian. Create,
Yeah, yes, yeah,
create a
yeah,
new pivot card from this, and this becomes a new pivot, right? And ask
yes,
Rian, or maybe one of the new peoples. You can even ask Caroline, who's also part of the hospitality side of the business, to start working on it. So great idea. Let's not forget the idea. Let's keep the momentum. But if you want it to happen, make a card for it. You can use the existing card as a template,
yes,
and
yeah,
then suggest that the new outcome can be that we get maybe we get somebody from Gojek, maybe we get somebody from the Bali government, maybe we get somebody else who is
yeah,
yes more proficient in, or maybe a local politician, right? Because
yeah.
maybe they know ways of motivating
DPR.
people that we haven't thought about yet. So I think that's a great idea. Pop it up on the card and we can make it real. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you,
I will
Jing.
make it.
Rafiq, please make the card, yeah, and then put Rian also as a member. Thank you. Okay, we jump to the discussion management. I saw there is some discussion here. Let me share my screen. Okay, sorry. Okay, thank you. And so this is the first topic is from Rafiq for recheck contract for each partner because contract has been 1 year. And then for your information, Diki Guest House want to finish the contract. I said I will come to talk on 2nd July. This property is manufactured and we already unlisted and the listing since for month due to conflict. And then I will take day off from tomorrow until 1st July. Could you tell us more, Om Rafiq?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. So this is from my side also, and also to another member of community like you, Andre, and also Rian. So we need to recheck the contract for each partner. We can see on PRM. So which partner is already 1 year and which one is still ongoing. So because we need to this part are also on engagement. For example, hey, how was the contract? Is very good. Maybe this is same like yesterday. I'm shocking because Dicky is contact me and the contract is done on May on 2019. So to continue it again. Oh my God! So that is what is called a morning shock for me, but it's good. So that's why I make this discussion. So me and Tandy, we have a discussion this one. Maybe Tandy and Uluwatu at Uluwatu and Padang contract, and me at Canggu contract. So I can work with Wayana later about this one. But this is only for like uh, info regarding to the internal community. That's
Okay.
that's that's only.
Okay, thank you, Om Rafiq. Maybe from Andre. Do you know about the contract, Andre? Actually, like with the Jogja partner, everything. So, have you seen the contract?
Yes, actually in Jogja I did have the access on it, and I saw that lots of our Jogja properties are ended in maybe July or August. I think it's something that I have to check as well. And I saw that some owners are, yeah, in squad two are asking about their contract, how whether to extend or to stop with us. I think it's good heads up for us to again check this contract again, and maybe we have to also talking about the contract that we are maybe don't really have a host. Maybe we have to also discuss this, and also maybe to prepare a new kind of agreement about this. We have to set a new one. So when they want to do extend, maybe we have to send our newest agreement, how to deal with, how to let our owners know how Bukit Vista works for now or maybe after this kind of pandemic. I think that's also important to show to our partner as well.
Okay, thank you, Andre. For maybe from Jing, you have a comment from the Andre or Rafiq comment?
Yeah, I think that's actually superb, Rafik. One of the missions of community is to make sure that the community. Well, let's go back up to the Bukit Vista all hands actually and double check, right? So one of the missions is to get a lean and agile community, but the second part is to preserve the size of the community, and if we're not actually engaging about whether or not people want to extend their contracts, then we're not really thinking deeply about that. So I want to actually applaud Rafik as a leader for bringing that up. I think that's a crucial topic at the moment. And yes, okay, Dickies. I understand we've never. Dickies was always a strange place for me because I would just show up there and there was
Yes,
nobody there at all. It was always like I felt like you could be a thief there, and
yes,
and
yes, yes.
nobody would catch you. So I have my own opinions about why that didn't work out, but I think we need to actually explore a little bit more. If we don't want to have like a chain reaction and have more community members leave, then let's figure out what it is that we could have done better at Dickies, and let's find a way. I think to re-engage with our community on something, right? If it's their contracts, great. If it's CSC, great. But we need constant engagement now. There is no bookings anymore, so there is a default no engagement happening unless we make engagements happen. So this is great. I think Rafik, this is really good that you brought this up.
Okay, thank you, Jing, for the comment. Yeah, I think I will just add some from my side. I think uh, previously the system of our contract is very mixing like some partner using the printed, some partner using the ever sign, and then it's hard to track it because what is the hard to check in the printed one because before I would like to see the Pondok Mini contract, but there's a lot of and then there's a sum in the locker, and then I have to find it one by one. That's very difficult to find the contract, and then also I think this is good for the improvement for the CRM or the bigger. So we can add the contract on there and then add the maybe filter we can filter like a May 2020 which partner is done in contract on this month, which partner, so we can filter it easier. So uh, like uh, easy to track as well, so not missing anywhere. So yeah, because if you want to recheck the contract, there is a big chance to get all the contract from the partner for now, and then maybe Om Rafik and Wayana can check all the contract and then see one by one. because the contract is only 1 year, and we have some partner is already like going more than 1 years. Yeah, I think that also like yes, I agree as well with Jing. Like we have to find another way like to engage with the partner, except about the booking or the guest, maybe about something that we still can engage, maybe about the some activity or something with the partner, so we still have engagement with them, so they not feel like they we will not work with them again like that. Okay, maybe Mbak Wayana, do you have any advice regarding the contract?
I think I just thinking like because like the one that offline, why don't we like basically review the contract and when when basically renew it, just go to use the upper sign instead.
Yeah, yeah. We move everyone to Persuaded.
Yeah. So basically renew everyone. Hey, like I understand the last time like manual and then want to this. Basically, if so, the contract have written like it's 1 year finished by default will be extend unless they are like want to like not working with us. They have to notice 3 months in advance.
It's an opt-out contract.
Yeah.
Not okay. Yeah.
So, but if there is an owner want to like renew the contract, we can use a sign. So, whoever the champion the project, I can support that. Having to use a sign.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you also with you, Mbak Wayan, because the offline contract, the paper one, it's really hard to track. Like
Yes,
mixing everywhere. Like yeah, maybe
have to
we
think
can
it always.
yeah we can actually we can make a list more which partner is already signed on the offer sign, which partner is still offline, so we can track it and then make sure the everyone get the offer sign contract. Yeah, maybe Om Rafiq, do you want to be a champion for this?
Always champion, sir.
Okay, thank you. I think you have to make the card on your trainer board, yeah. Okay, thank you, Om Rafiq, for the discussion. So we got the result on Rafiq discussion. So Rafiq will be the champion for recheck and then renew the contract for all the partner. Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion? Okay, next to the second topic. This is from Jing. Are we pivoting correctly? If so, are we documenting it correctly? Okay. Do you want to explain more, Jing?
Sure. So I think a lot of what I see is that like Tendy's cards, Andre's cards, you're on the same card the whole time, right? Whereas what I would think is innovation is you would start moving up to a new version once you had realized their limitations with the previous plan. Remember, each pivot card has an intended outcome and it has a hypothesis, right? So you're believing something will lead to that outcome. When that is no longer true, then I think it's time to create a new pivot. Either you want a different outcome or you believe a different hypothesis will get there. For example, let's say inviting owners to a webinar, right? Um, I, I don't know what happened to that, right? Because the problem is still there. The problem is, are we keeping the owner community informed about where we want to go? 3C, the problem is still there. Are we moving the owners to a culture whereby they are more comfortable expressing themselves through video calls, like the way that we do remote working? So it seems like those outcomes are still I don't know. I think maybe we've forgotten about them or whatnot, but we just haven't changed our hypothesis yet to how we're going to do it. Similarly, with different things like what I see with digitizing the check-in, we're beginning to notice new things, right? New ideas, new frictions. So I believe each time you have that, you need to pop a new card and say, "This is my new pivot now," because otherwise you're kind of continuing in your last pivot. And this was brought up by a few people that came to the leadership discussion last week. So we noticed that like on revenue management, their cards come up like almost every day, right? Every day there's a new pivot. And when something succeeds, it becomes a template card and then it just becomes executable, like through HAR or something. So I think the same should be for community. You guys should be seeing your pivot cards are being renewed on a more frequent basis. If you're on the same pivot and you're changing everything, it could mean that you've pivoted already, but your documentation shows that you are still working on the same pivot. But it could also be where you're not thinking of how to pivot as much as you could. Like this idea of using a voice within the community to talk about a certain thing, that actually is a whole new pivot. That's different from the thing that we did before. As such, you need a new card to carry that idea. So that's why I wanted to bring up this idea of, are we pivoting correctly? And then are we maybe pivoting but just not documenting it correctly? Okay, so that's what I wanted to mention.
Okay, thank you, sir. From Andre, what is your comment on that?
Yes, actually, I forgot to make a pivot on it, and I realized so much that it is actually have a kind of different outcome. But I thought I think it's still on the same lane, but you know, if it's on the different outcome, you have to create a new pivot card. So yeah, I'll on it. Sorry. Thank you for the advice as well.
Okay, thank you, Andre. Rafiq, do you have any comment? Okay, all good. Is there anyone have any comment? Okay, maybe I will ask one person from Alitia. Do you know what is jinx mean about the pivoting?
Pivoting is the one like you change your idea, right? But it could be changing your methodology or either your focus. Then you keep your methodology.
Okay, okay. Hasbi, do you know like how we continuing the pivot?
How we continue on pivot?
Yes.
So we just sorry. I mean there's an initial idea, but then there are some changes to be made. So how we continue is we just follow the changes that we suggested. Yeah.
How you make a, for example, like this a card, primary card that you want to make a pivot. What you do to make a new pivot?
So you tweak and change certain parameters. For example, you realize that one way of doing one way you are like, how do I say this? Like your method is not the best and you have improved upon it. I'm not sure how else to explain.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I think it's simple actually. Has been so. You can create a new card with and using the template of the previous card. If there's related on the for pivoting, and then you can use a new number of the card. For example, like from the A.1, you can use A.1.1, for example, like that, and then tell the new internet outcome and then new hypothesis that related from the first primary card. So you have new idea maybe that can support the first idea or the next initiative that you want to make. Okay, thank you. Frida and Caroline, do you understand also about the pivot, how to make a pivot, right?
Yeah, your explanation is very clear. Thank you.
Okay, Frida. Okay, thank you. Yes, I think from my side also, I agree with Jane as well. Maybe we are mixing like sometimes it's missing like a. Actually, this is idea is new idea, different idea than the first internet outcome or something, and then maybe we just attach the photo on the card instead of make maybe like a paper that just is attached on that paper the photo. So there's like a one page that we can track. I think yeah, we have to thinking about the result of the new idea. Maybe if not too related from the first outcome, maybe we can have a new pivoting card, so we can still continuing to support the primary card. Okay, thank you. I think that's for today. That's already two topic, and then We still have 15 minutes, so maybe do you want to continue the next topic, or we will discuss to the next day tomorrow? From Jim, yes.
This can be a really quick 10-day, right?
Yeah.
So this is part of the leadership mission, again, the mission of leadership and the part of discovery as a chair. As we've covered over the past few weeks, we see that like the feedback, right, that we've been getting on execution level has made chairing better, right? So whoever's chairing is better to chair because we've given feedback about execution. Problem solving, I think, is also getting there. That part is going really well. But prioritization and discovery are still the things that I'm watching and the only things that I'm monitoring at this point. So this is mostly a test, actually, for Tendi, so I'm putting him on the spot. All right, Tendi, seeing what you see happening in the community chapter right now, what do you believe are the most urgent topics that we need to talk about as a group?
The CRM, sir.
Okay, all right, CRM. Anything else?
The invitation of the CSC.
Okay, all right. Anything else?
The next one is standard hospitality.
Okay. Okay, these are all the things that we're currently talking about. So that's already there. Andre raised his hand. Andre, what do you think?
Is it about the professional networking that we've been through?
Yeah, that could be one, right? Remember, not everyone went to the last professional networking, which was actually pretty insightful. So yeah, that's a good one, Andre. Yeah, that is a blind spot, right? Like if you didn't see it, then you might not know what had happened. So that's one. Is there anything else, Tendi?
I think that's that for me.
Okay, let's go around. Let's double check. Rafik, what do you, based on what you can see happening in the chapter right now, are there any urgent topics that we need to talk about that we have not talked about?
The urgent topic we need to talk, right?
Yeah, urgent topics for discussion so that the chapter is aware of what's going on.
First one, I'm agree with Andre. That is the professional networking. But now, because mostly the only on my mind is how we doing the operational excellence right now. That is my always on my brain. So because now is everything is open now. So what we, because we are same like you said, we are deep under the sea before, right? Now we come up to the sea. What is your action right now? So we are blind now. What is your mission now? What you will want to do? That is always on my mind, sir.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Operations right now, if I understand correctly, are not really busy. We don't have a lot of check-ins. We don't have a lot of inquiries or reservations. So I think the operations part is actually a discussion within HAR for the moment. And yes, we do need the community support in order to have that type of operational proficiency. If I understand correctly, though, it's not until October when flights from outside will be starting to come
September,
in.
sir.
September. Okay, great. Even earlier then. It's not until September that we start getting, let's say, new outside visitors coming in. And even the traffic within Indonesia is somewhat hobbled right now because one, there's only one airline flying that I can find, and that's only Garuda and CityLink, which is back to Garuda again. And the discount flyers are not flying. Plus, you need to get a swab test and all that to fly. So there wouldn't be, I think, a huge amount of operational urgency today at the moment. But there is another thing, Rafik, that you brought up that's really urgent. And what did you discover, actually? Okay. Rafik discovered that owners are dropping out, right? Okay. So there's some owners that are dropping out. And on top of that, let's think of even our biggest properties right now, Lot 5. Is that a stable relationship at this point? Who Lily just mentioned she's going to find her own guests in November and December, right, in the chat group. So, makes you think, right? Don't know if she'll be able to do it, but she's saying that she'll do it now. But even more about the other properties that we don't know about, right? The other properties all in yellow right now. And on top of the yellow properties, there's other properties that are not even on Rion's list, that are not in the top 36 properties, right? So what about those properties? Do we still have relationships with them? I think at this point, it's a good time as chair to reflect on, zoom out a little bit, right? You guys are working all on your projects and such, but as chair, zoom out a little bit and wonder, is my community healthy? Are they still with me? Or are they gone? Or are they on their way out? We are trying to expand, of course, but let's not try to expand and lose our home base either. That would be kind of silly. So I think this whole idea of getting the CRM, this idea of Rafik reviewing the contracts is really urgent and it's really important, right? Like, yes, we're working on these projects, but let's not get so zoomed in on these projects we forget about, okay, what about everybody else? What about everybody else who's not participating in the projects right now? How do they feel? Do they still want to engage with us? Are we still telling them what we believe will be the future for this partnership? I don't know, right? Like, you're right. Some partners are a little bit harder to reach. They might be doing other things, but let's not stop that from having engagements. Let's say, hey, look, I know you're engaged with something else right now. Would it be okay if I sent you a newsletter every month? Or would it be okay if you read and gave me some feedback about this? Would it be okay if I called you for professional networking and got some research from you as an owner about how you feel about using one of our products, right? So Rafik's right. I mean, this idea of going out and asking the community, asking people who are like us for advice is very true. Why not ask our partners for professional networking too? Why not ask them? Just whatever it takes to keep them engaged, let them see us, and that we don't lose that engagement. Because if that continues, then it's a de facto divorce, right? Sort of like if you don't hang out long enough, if you don't engage, then you are pretty much not really working with Bukit Vista anymore, right? And as we know, in Bali and Indonesia, these things are never a sharp break, right? People don't just say, hey, stop working with you. They'll say, oh, I didn't know you were there, so I took some bookings on my own. Or I didn't know you were going to be there, so I decided to rent my place out for the year to this person who asked. So we want to be definitely, one, we can't stop it if that happens right now. It's sort of like, people got to look out. But we need that feedback too if it starts happening. So I think that's important, right? Zoom out as chair, see how the overall community is doing.
Okay, thank you very much, Jing, for the heads up. Maybe we can have a discussion more about this graphic. So how we actually still keep the engaging and then still keep the good relation with the partner. So it's not like some part of partner, but spread out to all the partner, even the partner that never show up or never. But we can thinking like how actually they do, like what usually they available or something. So how can I engage with you, like who, when, and what do you like or something. So maybe we can talk with Rian as well about this, and then try to rebuild the healthy community in Bukit Vista. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Jing, for the topic. I think will run out of the time and the 8 minutes. So on the what's called the feedback is already on the card. So sorry, on the person that already mentioned it. So if there is any discussion that want to talk, I will give 1 minute. Is it someone to talk about the discussion?
Andy.
Yes, Andre.
I might add something that maybe we also have to, remember when we are in a big operational before that, we are also learning about the negotiation and also keep about communication, how to communicate with well. I think we're now having at that kind of time to start to learn about that again, since I saw that before we learned from masterclass as well, sir. Maybe some of us have access in that. If you can also start working in that, if you are facing with some property owners that maybe not really, not really aligned with our company, you try to make them align. Like basically like what Natalie said, like make sure that we know their language, how did they communicate with us when we are trying to adapt on that. I think that's also a good time to start to learn about that. That's all for a community basically. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Andre. Is there any comment about the Andre comment? Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Andre, for the comments. So I think that's pretty much it for the Scrum today. So the next chairman. Okay, the next chairman will be Andre, and the secretary will be me. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good afternoon, yeah, and continue your work. Thank you.
Yes, see you at Bukit Vista too, Dandy and Andre.
See you. Yeah.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye bye.
Okay. All right. If you're an intern, please stay. Please stay. We're gonna cross over to the next one.